Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Tier 1, Round 10, Round Japan. I'm your host this evening, King Luckman, and I'm doing it solo. Just so you guys are aware, we are running custom liveries F1 World Cars due to a current glitch with the game. So we'll see how many people have tried to get that livery as close as possible. So just run you through what happened last week at round 9 Singapore. Max obviously taking a win with Adam Lindbergh coming in second and Dux in third. So we'll see what those guys can do this evening. Evening, Kane Lowry. How are you, buddy? We are just trying to get ourselves set. Also says good evening. Good evening, Otto. How are you, buddy? As Kane says, I'm good, I'm at work. Yes, that's unfortunate. Hopefully you're at work on Sunday as well for Tier 3. Not nice seeing you and Ashik currently running away with it. As Osso says, I'm fine, thanks you. Yeah, I'm good, thanks Osso. Hopefully see a good lap from you this evening in this qualifying session. As I believe Colby will be the first one to set a time. Closely followed by Nerf Pack. As Ashik says, Kane. Let's get the comments up. So Colby opting for the mediums, No Fandango opting for the mediums, and Andy Boy for the mediums. The rest of the guys currently on softs. Someone just pulls out the way there. It's a fairly tidy lap from Colby so far. Just coming into 130R. And he sets a 1:28.7. Nerf Pack follows it with a 1:29.8. See who else is currently on laps. Super Striker sets a 1:28.5. Duke sets a 1:27.9. Just trying to see who else is currently on a lap. Nothing Dangles on an out lap. Albie's invalidated. Kieran's on an out lap. Don't really know who's on laps at the moment. Let's ride on board with Dan, let's see what he can do. As Bridge jumps in there with a 128.2. One of our new joiners, Geico 2 Pro, coming in with a 138.5. Crispy Beef with a 131.9. It's looking like a fairly solid lap from down, other than that little wide just a minute ago. Takes the chicane fairly clean. See what he goes on set as he decides to abort that lap. Wasting my time. As I don't really know who else is on laps here. Bridge looks like he is on a lap. He's on an in lap, I think. Also is on a lap. Geico 2 Pro jumps up to P2 with 128.2. As Nerfpack has been disqualified from the session for parking in an illegal place. I don't know what that's about. It's just... this game is ridiculous. That's also sets a 130.9. Colby says, evening bud, hello bud. Dave says, got stuck on the grass. Well, technically, if you're a beach nerf, you maybe got to reset the track, healed it later on. That's unfortunate though, this game is pretty diabolical for that. IF has decided to come back in. Super Striker looks like he's starting another lap. He's currently 1.5 attempts over his time. As Colby lets us know, there's dry weather all round, but he was hoping for rain. Yeah, I must admit I'm not a fan of rain around here, but it's it'll be interesting to see what the actual in real life race is like on Sunday. Whether that's rain, whether that will stay dry. Super Striker is almost a second over on his time. See who else is currently on the lap. No Fandangle is on the lap. Let's down board with Dan for a minute, see what happens. I can tell you he is about a second up from his medium running pace from what I can remember his sector 2 time being. So let's see what he does. He goes quickest for 1:27.8. Good lap there from Dan. Good decision obviously to switch on to the soft tyres. Pretty sure he'll be happy with that. Albie goes P11 with 1:29.9. Eckford is currently on a lap as well. This is just a burner lap. I'm wondering why he hasn't used any ERS whatsoever. Has he forgot? Interesting. As Adam is on a lap. He's currently on the mediums. Pink Eye is currently 17.7 seconds underneath on his sector 2 time. He goes P2 or 1:27.9. Good lap there from Pink Eye as well. As Adam Lindbergh comes around the final corner. See what he can set. He sets to 29.1, currently puts in P12, so he'll be looking to do another run. Try and get himself a bit further away from the drop zone. IF is the only one left to set a lap. Looks like a tidy lap so far from IF. And he puts himself P4 with 1:28 flat. Andy Boy is not on a lap, I don't think. So I think Super Strikers on the laps will stay on board with him. And he is a 10th and a half over on his time currently. See what he can do through sector 2. Duke has retired from the session. I'm guessing that's in the pits. Probably thinks he's safe. Not really too sure where to call the cut off really. Super Striker improves by 1/10.5. Puts himself P7. Bruge is on a lap. He's currently P6. No Fandangle though, being the little bit of a surprise, I think. Especially for myself, hearing he hasn't really managed to practice much. Really good lap from him so far. A lot of the guys feeling like they're safe, as Bruge has invalidated. Also is in the drop zone, so let's see what he can do. As he's currently almost 7 tenths underneath his time. Also needs to improve by 1.3 seconds, really, in an ideal scenario, more. So we'll see if he can, as he's approaching a little bit of traffic here. Let's see if they get out of the way for him. See what his sector 2 split is. He's currently only a second up. Needs to find a little bit more going through sector 3. As he only finds a second, puts himself P16. It's not gonna be quite enough. Albie is another one in that drop zone currently. He has just started a lap. Albie is only a 10th up so far. Needs to find about 3 tenths to Chris, but Chris is currently on a lap. Eckford, another one that I would expect to find a little bit, as Albie hasn't validated, so he's going to lose Albie so far. Chris as well is on a lap. Eckford is 7.5 tenths under after sector 1. See what his sector 2 split's going to be. Eckford is 2.3 seconds up. This currently would, I think, be enough. As he comes around the final corner, he puts himself P13 currently. That puts Andy Boy at risk. Let's see what Chris can do as he comes around the final corner. Chris does improve, but only puts himself P16. The only one left, and that is it, I believe, as Adam is way over. So Eckford there going P13 with a 128.9. Decent lap from him. Albion validated. Also couldn't quite just find enough pace. And Chris found a little bit of time, but not quite enough to knock anyone else out. Andy Boy just scraped through so far. So just confirmation then. No Fandangle taking P1, closely followed by Pink Eye, closely followed by Dukes. Under a tenth, separating your top three. That's how close that Q1 session was. So we will be losing from the session Crispy Beef, Osso Bosso, and Albi. And obviously we're losing Nerf, who I think got beached on the grass and disqualified for it, which is unfortunate. But just 1.2 seconds separating the top 15. That's close racing for you. It's a close session. So I'll be back in a minute. So it will be Colby to set the first lap of this Q2 session. So let's see what Colby can set here on his first run. Fairly tidy lap from Colby so far. Just coming through the middle of sector 2. Colby just comes through the final chicane now. Around the final bend, he sets a 1:28.3. next one to settle up is going to be, I just had it up, Super Striker. And he's going to settle 129.3 as Adam is taking the grass. Duke sets a 128.7. Kieran jumps up there with 129.2. As Goiko 2 Pro jumps in there with 128.6. As Dan just invalidates, but Adam Lindbergh jumps in there with 127.8. Good luck from him on the softs. Bridge goes quickest with 127.4. Copy goes into the pits. IF pits. See how it's on a lap. Dukes is well over his time. Eckford's on an out lap. Not really much to report, I don't think. Let's see what these guys can do. I think Bulks will be the next one. Andy Boy will definitely be looking to improve as well. Let's see what he's set the one splitters, and then we'll jump back on with Bulks. Yeah, he is currently almost 2 tenths under, so he is definitely looking to improve. It's looking pretty solid so far. And it is good. It's good enough for P3, 127.9. Lower column B in there with 128.1 as well. Eckford coming around the final corner. He sets a 129.4. Andy Boy's lost time somehow. So he's coming into the pits. Robin is on a lap by the looks of things. Pink Eye goes P8 or 129 flat. There's Robin boxes as well. No Fandangle is on an out lap, so we'll ride on board with him as I think he. Oh, as he spins. Interesting. Hello Japan. That has absolutely baked his tyres, I'd imagine. That has not helped set this lap up. As he's going for it. So we'll see what he can do. It's looking like a decent lap so far from Dan. It's good enough for P4, it's a 127.9. IF is currently on a lap, looks like. There's someone else just ahead of him. Do you think it might be Super Striker? It is. Let's see what Super Striker's doing. He's currently 1.4 seconds up on his time. He finds 1.5 seconds, puts himself P2, it's a 127.7. See what IF can do. IF goes quickest with a 127.2, it's a great lap from him. Jukes is up. Oh my god, as Jukes has absolutely smashed it into the pit entry. That's really unfortunate. Absolutely baked the rears up into pit entry and just took himself out. It's unfortunate. So it'll be Pink Eye that is the next to set a time as everyone else is on either in laps or out laps. Pink Eye is currently only 7 tenths up on his time. He currently needs to find about 1.8 seconds, I believe. Yeah, that's about right. Be interesting to see what Robin can do as well. He hasn't set a time yet. And he has found 1.4 seconds. Let's see if he can find the rest through the final chicane. And he finds 1.5. He puts himself P2 over 127.4. Good luck from Pink Eye there. Adam is currently on a lap as well. Let's see if he can challenge a pole. As Duke says, I was in a hurry to change tyres and ended up crashing. Yeah, it's unfortunate, mate. We caught a little bit on stream. as Adam is almost 2.5 temps over his time currently. Let's just see what Robin can set as the checker flag has gone, so he needs to set a good time here. If not, he is out. Robin puts himself P4, good luck from him. As Adam has invalidated. Bruges is currently a temp up. See if he can do anything. As he is 3 temps up currently, which would be enough for pole in Q2. Here he comes around the final corner, and he does. He sets a 127.2. Oh, Colin goes. Hold on. Colin's 2 temps under as well. Geico jumps to P4 for 127.6, so it's only Andy Boy left. What did he do? He only jumps up to P14. So Bruges there with a decent lap of 127.2, closely followed by IF, under half a tenth between them two, closely followed by Pink Eye and P3. So we are losing from the session Eckford Guest, Andy Boy, Definitely Duke, CDR Kieran, and Lowell Colin B, with just 6 temps separating the top 10. That's incredible. So Super Striker will be the first to set a lap. See what he can do. As Kieran says, P12 is the surprise of the season for me. Qualifying maybe, but I think you've got decent race pace, Kieran. We'll see. Consistency. Don't get caught up in anything stupid. So it'll be Super Striker to set the first lap. Closely followed by Colby, who's probably getting a lovely slipstream as well. So Super Striker sets a 128.5, and that's instantly beaten by Colby with a 127.4. As Bulk Squad P2 with 127.8. See who else is on laps. Adam Lindbergh is currently on a lap. He's coming through the final chicane now. And here goes P2 with 127.8. Who is going to be the next? I think it might be Robin next across the line, closely followed by No Fandangle. As Robin sets a 128.1. Dan sets a 127.7. Good luck from him. Geico to Pros the next. And he sets a 128.1. Pink Eye is on an outlap, so I think it might be him next to set a time. Here he goes. Let's see what Pink Eye can do. See if he can challenge pole in this session. Provisional pole currently being set by Colby of a 127.4. As he comes around the final bend, sets a 128.0. Good luck from Pink Eye. As everyone is now in the pits waiting for the last few minutes of the session before they all come back out again, I would imagine. Not really much to report at the moment for you guys. Super Striker then just coming out the pits. See if he can challenge Provisional Pole at the moment, currently being held by Colby. As all the guys are starting now to come back out of the pits for the final runs of the session. Just 6 temps covering the top 10 in Q2, so this should be an interesting session. The Super Striker sets his last flying lap, just right on board in silence with maybe we won't. Gonna try and give you guys a lap with someone that in just silence you could hear the engines. Here we go then, we're going to ride on board with Adam Lindberg for his final Q3 run. He's currently just over his time, almost 10th over. As all the guys are now on laps. Bruge is almost 2.5 temps underneath his time. As Bulks has hit the wall and retired from the session. Just mind that in sector 2, guys. As Adam is almost 2 temps underneath his time. See if we can find another 2 temps and challenge provisional pole set by Colby so far. And he puts himself P3 at 127.7. Dan is currently on a lap. It looks like he's given Colby a decent tow, but Colby's not really taking advantage of it. Bridge with a 126.9, good lap from him. And Dan is a 10th under, Colby is 2 tenths over. See if Pink Eye can challenge then. And he goes P4, 127.5. Guy goes over his time, I think. IF is the only one who can do anything, and he is invalidated. So that is your top 10 for Q3. Bruges taking P1 by half a second, followed by Colby in P2 and No Fandango in P3. Good laps there from them guys. Not much separating Dan and Pink Eye whatsoever. So it'll be an interesting race. Disappointing for IF there. Had the pace but just invalidated. As I'll be back in 2 seconds. So it'll be interesting to see what sort of strategies all the guys play. Obviously on this game, as we've seen, multiple strategies work under multiple situations, which is quite nice, makes for better league racing. Obviously with Suzuka being such a high speed track, there's little margin for error, so safety cars and virtual safety cars could play into things. So we'll see what happens. As 5 red lights are out and away we go. Bruges gets a decent enough start, but Colby looks to have got a half decent start as well. Pink Eye looking up the inside of Dan there. Everyone just filtering through. It's like a fairly clean start from everyone. It's quite nice to see. Bruges building a slight bit of a gap at the moment. See what tyres everyone is on at the moment, as we have a yellow flag. Sector 2, we lost. Oh, we've lost Eckford, and then someone else was collected. Dukes has retired from the session. What happened there? Not even a lap in, and we've got a virtual safety car out already, which is now a full safety car. I was just trying to get the tyres up for everyone. So Adam is the only guy opting for the soft tyres. Eckford, Duckstar, Osso, Nerf and Andy Boy running the hards, and everyone else on the mediums, as no one has decided to pit other than Nerf and Chris, as Nerf gets a 5-second speed in, and I believe they're both going to be for wing changes. They are indeed. Unfortunately for them guys, Eckford needing a wing change, as Eckford has retired in the pits. Okay. It shouldn't take long for these guys, hopefully, to catch up. So the order pretty much stand the same, I believe. Let's see for the position changes. Colin up 3, Super Striker down 4, Duckster up 4. To see if the safety car is going to come in this lap. Hopefully it does. These two, Chris and Nerf, have managed to catch back up to the back now. And it looks like it's going to stay up for another lap, which is extremely pointless. We'll just wait for another lap behind the safety car. So, as people may have just seen or may not have seen, obviously the possible race strategies here are soft to medium, soft to hard. Looking around about 11 to 10 laps on the soft tyres before you need to get off of them. Possibly stretching to 13, 14 laps on them. So it'd be interesting, like I say, to see what sort of strategies the guy play. Obviously, Andy Boy, Osso, Duckstar and Beef will be looking to go long. So we've got some change of positions going on here. I don't know why. It was interesting. as the safety car is in this lap. See what sort of getaway Bruges can get. See whether he can get the jump on Colby and Dan. And away we go. We're back racing. Looks like Colby is sticking with Bruges. Managed to get a little bit of a jump on Dan, although Dan hasn't drained his battery just yet like the two in front. Adam will be looking to get past Pink Eye and No Van Dangle quite quickly. Super Striker and Albie seem to be going side by side. As Albie gets a 3-second penalty for track limits. As Kieran and Andy Boy are having a little bit of a tussle. Kieran just seems to have got the better drive. He probably will do on them softer tyres. So, looks like from P1 pretty much down to P10 we've got a bit of a train going on. Then there's a 2-second gap to Kieran as Nerf and Chris are having a go at each other. Looks like Nerf has managed to get past Chris on them softer tyres. See if he can reduce that gap to Osso a little bit in front. As I say, we've currently got a bit of a train forming from P1 down to P10, all within a second of each other. Adam is just teetering on the edge of DRS range. He'll be looking to try and get back in Pink Eye's DRS, which I think he has. I believe that will be activated this lap as well. Obviously just the one DRS zone around Suzuka here, which is the main DRS straight. And the top four seem to have broken the DRS to P5. Decent work from them guys. Let's see if they can keep it. I'd imagine that the medium tyre are probably starting to come into their own now. The softs will probably be starting to die off a slight bit. Colby doing a decent job of just keeping that gap under half a second. Just putting the pressure on Bruges a little bit. Pink Eye sitting here with almost 100% ERS compared to the guys ahead who are draining it. Adam is out of DRS as well. Super Striker has left the session. Let me just fire him another invite. Hopefully Super Striker can get back in as quickly as possible. Pink Eye was just thinking about a little move there on Dan. Thinks better of it. Pink Eye again just sitting there within 2 tenths of Dan. As we've got currently a little battle going on here between Albie, Duckster and Andy Boy, as well as Nerf, and Super Striker is back in. Hopefully he can get back in his car as quickly as possible. And here we go. Not sure what's going on with this session tonight, but seems to be kicking people out for no reason. So Dan and Colby have drained their batteries the first 7 laps. Just on half a battery so far. Bruge just giving it a little sprinkle every now and then, but Pink Eye seems to be sitting there quite comfortably with almost 100%. Top 4 all within DRS of each other, and there's a 2.5 second gap down to P5. As Bruge is currently pushing it. As Dan overtakes Colby. Smart from them guys. Playing it sensibly, working together to try and keep that gap down from Bruge. Not too much else going on in the field at the moment, other than this little gap, but Bruge is pushing it to try and get out of the DRS from Dan. And he is almost doing it. As we have a caution in sector 1. Albie has had a little bit of a spin by the looks of things. Rejoined sensibly, well done Albie. Bruge is teetering on braking Dan's DRS. There we go then. I believe he has done it. As Pink Eye was thinking about a move on Colby, I think Dan has just about caught in DRS. He has. He's giving him a bit of a lifeline now, but Colby is coming under pressure from Pink Eye. Colby makes a move. We are currently 3 wide. Pink Eye up the inside of Dan. Colby comes out ahead. Pink Eye can't get the move done. We're just giving Bruge the opportunity just to create that bit more of a gap. So both Colby and Dan have now drained their batteries. Pink Eye currently sitting there on 78%. Bruge is currently on 67% and out of DRS. So he'll be hoping he can just keep building that gap up, letting these 3 fight behind as we have another spin in sector 3. What has gone on there? As we have lost someone, we have lost Albie, and that brings out the safety car. That has played into Adam's hands. See what your top 4 do though. Will anyone think about risking it as Nerfpad gets the drive-through penalty for speeding under the safety car? That won't help. He's already got 5 seconds as well. So let's see what your top 4 do. Here, are they going to pit? Bruge pits, Colby pits, Dan pits, Pink Eye pits, Bolts pits as well. Let's see what sort of chaos just brings out. As Bruge has managed to get back out in front of Colby. Dan is back away, I think. as Kieran takes the lead of the race for the first time this season, most likely. So pretty much the same order then as it went into the pits. Bruges is currently your race net leader, followed by Colby, No Van Dangle and Pink Eye. That hasn't really helped Bruges out though, that safety car, but it definitely has helped out Colby and Dan to recharge the batteries. So let's just see who's stopped. So the top three are the only ones to stop now, which I would imagine they are probably going to come out in last place, should they decide to pit now. Let's see what your top three decide to do. I can't really see Dutch or Andy Boy pitting. Especially on them hard tyres. Yeah, they don't pit. Kieran is a big surprise though. He has decided to stay out. So I'd imagine that the safety car will come in this lap. Can't see why it wouldn't. Let's see what sort of start the top three can get. I'd imagine that they're probably going to be eaten up quite quickly by the runners behind. So we'll see how quickly Bruges, Colby, Dan, Pink Eye, the likes of them guys can get through the field. As Kieran starts backing the pack up. As Kieran gets underway, he's going to come under a lot of pressure from Duxter early on. As Bruges is making the move on Andy Boy. And I think he may just get it done. He does, but that invites Colby through as well on Andy Boy. Dan is now coming through as well. And that is your race net podium through, as well as Pink Eye and Bulks. Andy Boy really struggling now, he's just being eaten up alive. And the guys behind just really struggling on them tyres. By the looks of things, people are just coming through left, right and centre. Just can't do nothing about it at the moment, as we have a yellow flag. We have lost Osabosso. Super Striker and Osabosso look to have had a bit of an incident maybe. Duxter is putting the pressure on Kiron. So is Bruge on Duxter. Pink Eye and Dan having a little tussle as well behind all these lot. As we've had an incident in sector 3, Andy Boy has had a spin. Oh, that's unfortunate for him, as Nerf, Robin, Geico for front wing, IF for front wing. Bruge is pushing Duxter through these corners currently, as that is allowing the rest of the guys to catch back up again. Currently a train from P1 down to P8, as Adam almost goes into the back of Bulks, just gets caught out a little bit. As Pink Eye thought about having a look up the inside of Dan, but then thought better of it. Colby is looking racy on these hards. Let's see if anything happens. It doesn't look like it is with 130R. So Bruge still not managing to get past Duxter just yet. Obviously the top two guys still haven't pitted, but from P3 all the way down to P12 have at the moment, and everyone else has. The only one left to pit is Andy Boy, outside the top 10. Lots of jostling for position going on here, as Kiron just loses the back end a little bit, goes off track, rejoins safely. That's let Duxter through, as there's carnage everywhere. That was mental. Be careful everyone. I don't know what happened there, but that was pretty chaotic. Duxter's lost out massively. Bruge lost out in that as well. Colby is through. He's now your race leader. He has pit. That was just mental. There's about 5 or 6 cars just dotted all over the apex there. So Dan will be getting the first dose of DRS here from Colby. Doesn't look to have got the speed here, but it looks like Pink Eye was thinking about a move on Bruge. Chris and Super Striker going at it. Super Striker getting a better. Oh, is Chris looked like he made a move. Maybe there's a bit of lag, I don't know. So Duxter is now out of DRS, and we are back to pretty much the original 4, plus the inclusion of Adam Lindberg now, but he is on the soft compound, so Ideally, he needs to get past everyone else for track position. If not, his tyres are going to die off a lot sooner than obviously the guys ahead. Pink Eye is pushing Bruge through these corners. All similar amounts of ERS as well in the top 5. So let's see how Colby and Dan play it here. As Pink Eye is looking for a move on Bruge. Bruge sends him round the outside. Pink Eye takes the invitation and is still up the inside. Just backs out of it. Good defending there from Bruge. Nice and clean from them boys. But that has depleted Pink Eye's ERS a little bit there. Bruge currently with the most out of the top 4. As we've lost Super Striker from the session, I don't know where that is. Looks like the exit of the hairpin, although I couldn't see anything. That hasn't brought out any safety car or anything. We're still back to racing. Bruge is all over the back of No Van Dangle here, and he is making the move. Bruge deciding to go around the outside of Dan there, gets it done. As Super Striker not actually too sure what happened there with Super Striker. So back to the battle between the top 5 currently, all within a second of each other. Pink Eye is currently pushing down through these corners. Dan has drained most of his battery now. Bruge rocking up to the back of Colby as well. Here we go then, always Bruge gets a little moment coming out the final corner. Pink Eye is going to try and make the move on Dan as well. Let's see if Bruge can make the move. He doesn't. Pink Eye looking around the outside again. Goes up the inside and gets the move done on Dan. Or does he? Dan comes back at him. Dan's going to have the inside for the next corner. Nice and clean from them guys. What a battle this is for sector 1, by the way. Incredible. As Pink Eye just gets the better of Dan there. What a battle that is from them two guys. Pink Eye has drained his battery though to do it, so has Dan. That was incredible in battling. Lovely and clean, plenty of space from both. It's what we like to see. As Robin is looking for a move past Andy Boy and gets it done. Not too much to report other than this battle between top 5. Adam is now having a look at Dan as well. Let's see what happens there. Let's see if Bruges can get Colby this time around. Looks to be much more closer. He is, and he's going to get it done. Adam has made it past Dan as well. Also lets everyone through. Well done, also. Good stuff from him. So Bruges, unless obviously the guys can start recharging, other than Adam Lindberg, but he is on the soft compounded tyre, so let's see how that pans out for him. But unless the guys behind, like Pink Eye and Colby, can really start recharging, so it looks like Bruges is to lose if he can break that DRS to Colby, which he managed to do once already this race. Let's see if he can do it again. What do I make that? What, 8 laps after this one? So see what happens. Duckster is yet to pit, so he's planning on hopefully a late safety car to get him out of whatever trouble he's in at the moment. 18 laps on them hards isn't easy work. As Dan is just dropping back now a little bit from this top 4. Adam sitting there nicely on 60% ERS, Pink Eye on 50%, Bruges currently on 50%, Colby on 27%. Dan it is just still staying in the reaches as IF has retired from the session. I don't know where that is. Oh, it looks like a pit and quit, I think. Yep, I believe that's a pit and quit. So Adam is currently looking pretty good on ERS. Dan is back within DRS of the guys ahead. Colby is a lot closer to Bruges this time around as well. See if he can get the move back done on him. These two guys don't really ideally want to fight too much, just want to use each other to pull each other along. Super Striker, I don't actually know what happened, bud. I just know that you come up as DNF, but then we couldn't actually see your car anywhere. It said that you were on the exit of the hairpin, but when people were going past the entrance to the hairpin, they were overtaking you on the leaderboard, so I don't actually know what's going on there, mate. Whether you actually did DNF or not, be nice to know, but obviously that will be dealt with after the race if there wasn't anything you were too happy with. Right, let's see what Adam Lindberg can do on Pink Eye. He is a lot closer this time around and has the ERS advantage. Pink Eye also draining because I think Pink Eye knows what's about to happen. Pink Eye is still ahead and stays ahead. Colby still sitting on the rear wing of Bruges. As Dan is now out of the reaches of the top 4, but sitting quite comfortably in P5. Just needs to keep it on the black stuff now. Superb drive from him if he can keep this going. Considering the lack of practice he seems to have had. As Duckster is in the pits. So your battle for the lead is between 4 guys, and they are all within 1.5 seconds of each other. This is going to be a bit of a grandstand finish, I think, as Bruges' light is on, fuel light is on. That could be an issue for him. No one else's fuel lights are on, so I'd imagine that Bruges is probably going to start saving a little bit of fuel soon, which may bring everyone else into play. Pink Eye is going for the move on Colby. Gets it done before the braking zone. The top 2 have exactly the same amounts of ERS, but as I say, Bruges' fuel light is on. Nobody else's fuel light is on, so that could play into things here. Colby sitting on 20% ERS. Adam Lindberg on almost 60%. So let's see what happens here. This Geico looks to be trying to make a move on Robin. Can't quite get it done. Or can he? No. As Osso gets his mandatory 3-second time penalty, as is with every race he competes in. Good to see nothing changes with Osso. Nice to see him in the top 15 of Tier 1 though. So let's see what happens then. Let's see if Pink Eye is going to make a bit of a tactical move here and try and push this pack along a little bit. Or is he just happy to sit there? I think he is happy to sit there at the moment. Adam's happy to sit there behind Colby. Let's look at the gap they have managed to build now to Dan. 3.1 seconds. Considering Dan was in this fight for a good 20 laps. It's a hell of a gap. Duxton now trying to make a little bit of a recovery drive again. So we'll just see the position changes for everyone. So Duxton look up 13 positions. Stayed out 18 laps on them hard tyres. Good drive from him so far. Pink Eye up 2. Chris up 4. As that was showing me that Pink Eye was trying to make a move there, I think. And he is. Pink Eye makes the moves on Bruges. We have a change of your race leader now. Let's see if these two play together. As Adam is making a move on Colby, gets the move done. Bruges isn't quite close enough to make the move back on Pink Eye. So let's see what happens then. Burridge's fuel light is still on, so let's see what happens about that. It's only yellow, so if anyone can let me know in the comments what that actually means, whether that is actually anything to worry about or not. Adam Lindberg is looking close to the back of Bruges as well. Is he thinking about the move? I think he is. He is indeed. He may get 2 for the price of 1 here. He does. He's going to get pink eye. Is Bruges going to get pink eye? Doesn't. But Adam has drained his battery now to make that move stick. Bruges is happy just to sit there and charge it with 60% ERS. This may come down to ERS usage, and Adam is rinsing his, which I don't think is a great idea at this point, considering the guys behind have got almost double. We'll see what happens, as this is the penultimate lap of the race. As Pink Eye just pulls out to have a little look. Here we go then, let's see what happens. Colby has, I believe, lost DRS. He has. So it's between the top 3 now for the final lap of the race. Let's see what happens. Pink Eye is going for the move. Bruges is also looking for the move, thinks better of it. Pink Eye is now your race leader on this final lap of the race, as Bruges' fuel light is blinking red. That could be a bit of an issue for him. He may need to start lifting and coasting ASAP. Pink Eye is now just stretching his legs out there ahead. Bruges looks to be okay for the time being. We'll see how this plays out for him. It'd be such a shame if it come down to the fact that he's got no fuel left, but then again, so's Pink Eye's. Pink Eye's fuel light is on. So we will see what happens. I think they're going to be alright for now. As I believe Bruges is in low fuel mode. He is in low fuel mode. He has lost it on the final corner. He comes home to take, I think, P4 in the end. Colby manages to snatch P3 from him. Pink Eye takes the win there from Adam Lindberg. Another really good drive from Adam. 2 podiums in 2 weeks from the new guy. Really good stuff from him. Colby again takes P3. Bruges P4, Dan P5, Bolts P6, Duckster P7. Good drive from him. He's up 13 positions. Goico 2 Pro comes home in P8. Robin Tiki P9. Kieron P10. Good drive from Kieron there. Lowell Colin B P11. Nerf is hopefully gonna come home if he can keep on the black stuff to take P12. as Osso was obviously lapped. So he takes P15. Good drive from Osso. Well done. As long as the last couple of guys can get around the final corner, that is tonight's race over and done with. Yeah, Duck's third driver of the day for the game. I think he'll have a solid shout for me as well. It's a good drive from him, up 13 positions. Obviously, depending on stewards' rooms and stuff like this. He's a strong contender in my opinion. So just confirmation there. Pink Eye taking P1. Good drive from him. Adam Lindberg in P2. Colby taking P3 from Bruges on the final corner. Bruges going into low fuel mode. No Fandangle P5, Bulks P6, Duckster P7, Goiko 2 Pro P8, Robin Tiki P9, Kieran P10, Low Colin P11, Nerf P12, Crispy Beef P13, Andy Boy P14, and rounding out your finishers was Osso Bosso with DNFs from IF Racing, Super Striker, Albi, Ekford Guest, and Definitely Duke. Let's just get your top 3 in with us in a second, which will be Pink Eye, Adam Lindberg, and Colby. So let's get them added into the voice chat. So they are the invites sent to your podium sitters. A fairly decent race from everyone from my perspective. As we'll just wait for your podium sitters to join us. As Colby has joined, we just see if the others are going to join. So we'll just give them another minute or so. So it doesn't appear like the other 2 podium sitters will be joining us this evening. So we will interview CDR Colby on his own this evening. Hello, Colby.
Hello, mate. You okay?
Yeah, how are you?
Yeah, not bad. Not bad. Just not bad. Enjoyed it.
It was a from my perspective, bit of an interesting race between the sort of the top 5 after the safety car. How was it on your perspective?
To be fair, quite surprising considering I kept up with them. Weirdly enough. But yeah, it was just as the tires started dying off, I was quite surprised with Adam. Adam, is it? Yeah, the guy
Yeah.
on the mediums. Like, you probably seen how old were his mediums? He must have
He
pitted before us.
he pitted exactly the same time as you guys under the safety car, so
Crazy.
Yeah, his ERS management was pretty special. To be fair, he was still on like 60% at one point.
Yeah, I wanted to. That was my plan, but then I saw Bruges pulling away, Pink Eye getting the back of me, Dan getting close, and I thought, yeah, I'll hope for the best. I'll hope for another safety car and recharge then. But yeah, those guys are just too fast.
Yeah, it was the pace at the front between all four of you guys. At one point, you managed to drop down by 3.4 seconds in something like 4 laps. So the pace from you guys out front was pretty spectacular. And once Dan lost the DRS, he just lost all sort of hope to you guys. So sort of the pace out front was high. Obviously, come around the final corner, Bruges didn't
Yeah, what happened
have
to him? I
enough.
think he disconnected. He was ghost.
Um,
He ghosted. He disconnected.
I actually
I
think
think.
he went into low fuel.
Oh crap! Yeah, that could
His
be it.
his fuel light was yellow for quite a few laps towards the end, and then
Oh,
started flashing.
he must have underfueled by a lot then.
Yeah, pink eye also was flashing rather close towards the end as well. So just two of them guys, but I think yeah, Bruge ran out of fuel.
Oh, that's. I suppose that's unfortunate then, because I was thinking he disconnected, and I was like, oh no, that's I feel so bad for him. But if he's underfueled, then unlucky.
Yeah, no, I think he underfueled, but again, Colby, it's a decent result again for you today, mate. P3. Like I say, you must be happy with that going forward in the championship with that result.
Yeah, no, like I said, I wasn't expecting. I was actually my goal for this season after taking a break last season was to get into top 10, and that's it. But since Monza, I've been kind of up there, which is enjoyable. But then obviously they switched some cheap code or whatever, and they just fly past me anyway. So it's just yeah, I enjoy it as much as I can.
And that's the main thing, mate, that you enjoy it. And like I say, you managed to walk away with a podium for yourself this evening, so good drive from you, bud.
Yeah, no, thanks, mate.
Hopefully, I'll speak to you some more this season, bud. Well done.
Yeah, cheers, mate.
Good evening. And that will be us for this evening, guys. That is CDR Season 8, Round 10, Tier 1, Round Japan, over and done with. Obviously, some decent racing from the guys this evening. Colby taking P3, Adam Lindberg P2, and your race winner this evening, Pink Eye, in P1. Commiserations to Bruges. Obviously, I think he underfueled there, so just about lost out towards the end. But yeah, overall decent race. I will just have a look where we are going to be next race for you guys. Obviously, the next race on CDR will be this Sunday for Tier 3 round Japan also at the earlier time of 8 o'clock. And next week we are in Portugal for our penultimate sprint weekend. So hopefully you can join me again on either Tier 1 or Tier 2 at 8:30 UK time. And that is King Luckman over and out. Good evening, guys.